Councilmember Jeremy McClymonds here today for Focus on Chandler. We're here today to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Chandler Public Safety Training Facility. I'm fortunate to have Chief Duggan here. He's going to tell us all about this facility and what's transpired over the last year. Essentially, police are in constant state of change. What are some of the amenities this facility offers for police?
Right. Well, thank you, Councilmember, and appreciate the opportunity to discuss this. We're very thrilled and very excited to have this facility because in our profession, it's in a constant state of transition, whether it's technology or new crime or emerging threats. The need for quality and effective training has never been as important as it is today. And that's what this facility allows us to do. So we're able to conduct training that in the past we would not be able to host. For example, right now there's a class in there in our auditorium where we're hosting officers from around the valley. And it just gives us that opportunity to host some real world-class training, because in the past, our training was at disparate locations throughout the city. So this is it centralizes all our training function, all our training staff into one central location. And of course, we can talk about our partnership with our public safety partners at the fire department. So in this particular facility, in addition to the auditorium, we have a variety of different classrooms. We have a room for defensive tactics, and we can show you that in a little bit. And then we have a room for our firearms simulator where that's housed, where the officers are learning how and more importantly, when to shoot. So very important topics, and this facility just takes us to a whole different level.
Now, one of the things you said with a variety of other departments, so it's not just Chandler, you guys work with departments around the valley?
Well, we constantly work with other departments. We are embedded with different task forces, so there's lots of interconnection between us and our local and our federal partners. This is our facility, and we host a variety of training. Some of the trainings are pertinent just to Chandler folks, but oftentimes if it's a subject that appeals to a wide array of departments, we will invite other folks in to attend our training, just like they would where we send Chandler folks around the valley to attend other trainings. And phase 2 is for the police part of phase 2. Is the firing range, which is a state-of-the-art facility. It's entirely indoor with multiple lanes and ranges and a shoot house, an opportunity to do some real reality-based training that our officers need to help them make those sometimes split-second decisions.
Coming out today, I was hopeful to actually engage and try some of these things out. What do you think we can look forward to checking out today?
We'll have an opportunity for you to don some of our SWAT equipment that our officers wear, the heavy vests and the Kevlar, and then participate in our judgmental shoot, our firearms training simulator. At this facility, once the range is completed, obviously we teach our officers how to shoot, very important. And many people around the country know how to shoot. But what distinguishes police from other entities is what we're going to experience this afternoon in the firearms training simulator. That is how we train our officers when to shoot, how to make that split-second decision based on the stimulus that they see. They are run through a wide variety of scenarios, and some are justifiable to respond with lethal force and some are not. So we just practice that continually so they're able to make that assessment, and oftentimes in a split second out on the street. So we're going to run you through that, and you'll have a split second to make some decisions.
Okay, well, I look forward to it. Let's go.
You have to go direct to that threat. You can't waste time. You can't wait for other people to join you. You need to get up to that threat and stop that threat before they take any more lives.
Oh, man. Yeah. Went through the first half of the Chandler Public Safety Training Center, and now we're visiting the second half, the other half. I got Chief Dwiggins here. Tell us about this facility.
Sure. So the Chandler Fire Training Center has been around for almost 20 years now. We've been training firefighters. I believe it was 1999 was about the time that we opened this facility. And as you can see, as you walk through this facility, it's grown over the years. You can see as you look around the facility, we have burn towers, we have what we call roof props where we practice ventilation, we have areas where we can do forcible entry. It really is just everything that you could possibly imagine on a fire scene, we replicate that here. One of the, I think the cool things about this facility is that we don't just train Chandler firefighters, we train firefighters from Maricopa, Sun Lakes, Gila River, and that's really important to us because those firefighters, they don't have a lot of options for training, and they respond in the city of Chandler constantly. And so we do have an IGA in place where when we're doing fire training with our firefighters, they join us and they get that extra training. Now that we're both here at this facility, there's a lot of collaboration that takes place. You open a lot of doors for opportunity where we could work together and try to resolve issues that we're having, better service out in the streets for our citizens. It's about putting our people together. It starts here. It starts in the training grounds. The reality is in public safety, there's no redos. We don't choose when we're going to go on an incident. We don't choose the type of incident that we go on. The only thing we can choose is how prepared we are. And so the opportunity for us to train together so that day when somebody needs us, that we can execute to perfection, that's what this is all about.
Is there a facility like this in the East Valley?
There are some regional training centers, but this one is, I believe it's special. One of the big reasons is our burn tower, for example. It was designed by firefighters who literally drove through the streets of Chandler and looked at the type of buildings we have, the types of homes we have. They reviewed incidents that we responded to that were challenging, and then they came back to the drawing board and they drew this building. And we've always kind of instilled that methodology. We recently, in phase 1, we built roof props. It's our ladder companies that are actually going on these roofs and cutting holes and forcing entry. So instead of chiefs, designing the building, we brought the ladder companies in, and they all gave input. They talked about what they see and what type of resources they need to be well trained. I know that you are into physical fitness. I understand you're a big CrossFitter, which is what a lot of our firefighters do. And I think it really translates really well to our job, and specifically our obstacle course. So I'm going to throw down a challenge and challenge you to go through our course right now.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. I don't want to say I'm a big CrossFitter. I enjoy CrossFit. Thank you for the props. But I will tell you, I got half the gear on, and I'm already super hot.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let's go. Man, I'll tell you what, whole newfound appreciation. I mean, from earlier in the gun simulation, the shooting simulation, that was not physically demanding, but it was adrenaline pumping, split-second decisions, and then coming out here on the fire side, and everything I did right now was really just getting to the fire. It was not even fighting the fire. And I can tell you what, I'm exhausted. I've been resting probably 5-10 minutes as we set up for this, and man, thanks for having me out.
No problem.
Chief Twiggins, it was awesome. Great experience.
Good.